And this is something I've never told anyone. And because I heard that beat, we actually went, this is like pre-MySpace time as well, but internet was popping slyly. We actually went to go and find the person who made the Cry beat.
Little Derek, why weren't you on it? Or were you going to be on it?
Yeah. And then I used to use TOV Studios in Vauxhall. And I was in the studio with Sway, and Sway played the Little Derek beat. And it was like, yeah, right for this, Bigz, jump on it. And I didn't like the beat. I said, nah, I don't like this beat. And then Baby Rue got on it instead. I don't know if she knows that though, that I didn't want to be on it. But and then I regretted it so much. I haven't said it to Sway till today. I regret this thing so much. Because then, I think I was just a bit ratchet then, in the sense I just wanted bangers that sounded like Lean Back and shit, you know what I mean? That's what it's a boom, 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 like, hence like as much as I love the song, but hence the core Blimey, it's just wanted that, because I never really played the role of coming through the UK rap ranks of rare of the going to, like, we battled in the hood, or we rapped in the hood, and we just rapped on the block, and that's what it was. So maybe I didn't really understand, like, the full, I've learned obviously along the way, but the extent of how far the UK rap culture stretched. I mean, don't get twisted, I would be at home watching London Posse and Rodney P and everybody like the rest of them, and watching Black Twang and Skinny Man and the Legends on, and Kaleshnikov and the Legends on TV like everybody else, but maybe I just didn't understand the full extent of it. So I just wanted things that sound, but it's not a bad thing, because I just wanted things that sounded, not like there wasn't, but I just wanted beats that sounded as good as the American beats.
That used to be the problem back in the days.
That we could do as good as them.
Because people used to take the American instrumentals because they weren't getting sounds that would...
Even, but I'm talking about before that time, where I was like, we had a UK sound then that just, what to me, didn't sound as good as these big banging Dre beats, boom, 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 boom. You know what I mean? So I was like,
yeah. They didn't feel as full.
Yeah, that's why I love Para Beats. Like, because it's like, he just made crazy music, man. I ain't gonna lie to you, man. I remember the first time I heard Cry on One Extra, boy. I ain't gonna lie to you. Swiss. Big up Medusa, man. Like, and rest in peace, Puffy played it for me. My guy Puffy. I almost cried in that car. I was thinking, right, there's so much emotion in this. I was thinking, this beat can't be an English beat. And this is something I've never told anyone. And because I heard that beat, we actually went, this is like pre-MySpace time as well, but internet was popping slyly. We actually went to go and find the person who made the Cry beat. That's how we got the beats for Core Blimey, and this is how we do. Went to go meet Para and pay him cash and say, yeah, we want these beats. Para was charging a lot of money them times. He don't charge me now though. You get me? Hence why he's got my first single. You know what? He's still hot, but he was hot. He didn't know me then, but like, because I heard Cry, I went to go and find Para, and that's how Core Blimey came about. Can you imagine? You would never know.
Crazy story.
But yeah, I just wanted beats that sounded as hot as that. And when I heard Cry, and when I heard certain things, I was like, oh my days, this is mental. And then sitting in certain sessions with Sway, and he produces himself. And I always say, Sway, why don't you talk about how much you produce yourself sometimes? Because he's actually a genius. Like, Sway the Sappho, if you lot don't know, it stems far beyond his lyrical ability. Sway is a genius. Full embodied genius. Like, there's people that I've disagreed that are just geniuses, and Sway is just a genius. Like, he is. You know what I mean? He's a full-blown genius. So yeah, that was that. So like, got the beat, and that's how Core Blimey came out, boy. But them times you realise, them times there was no Twitter or no social networks. There was just how you tested your buzz to see if you're relevant. It was how many shows you were getting, and when you stepped out your door. And I would step out my door, and people say, Core Blimey, I think, for a second, boy, you just get caught up and go, wow, is this powerful? Like, can this Channel U be this powerful? It was so, I was in Dublin with SAS, who are also geniuses. So I remember being on, I'm giving you the really real hour. I remember I was with one of my things, one of my ex-girls, boy. I hate her still. But anyway, yeah, I was with one of my ex-girls, and I was driving, and I was listening to Westwood, and I heard, this is before me and Mega and May used to actually kick it as well. I heard them on Westwood with Noriega. You gotta understand, for them it must have been normal to be around these type of guys then. But like, I'm hearing Noriega on English radio. Noriega and somebody else. And I'm hearing Mega and Mayhem rap with them and blacking on them. When May said that 6-gauge bump, 6-gauge pump turn your brain into trifle. I said, wow. At that second, yeah, this was 2004, 2005. At that second, for rap, in my head, I said, SAS and Sway are the best. That's what I had in my head. And Swiss. That's what I had. I said, them four are the best at rapping. But I hadn't started, like, rapping as a career these times. I was about, but I wasn't back. Core Blind Me hadn't dropped yet, and Rare. But to be fair, I don't even think, I was always a good song maker and songwriter, which people didn't know. I used to write as well, and but I think the rap skills improved during my most pain. But like, they improved around 06, like, drastically to where it was ridiculous. And maybe it's the influences of these kind of, like, the Sways and the SSs I was around, knowing that it's competitive and I wanted to be as good as them. But after the loss of my brother, I just kind of went into hibernation and came out as a Super Saiyan. Like, I just came out as that Donnie. Like, it's what I do dirt now. But it's like, I wasn't as good as these guys then. I wasn't. I wouldn't say everybody thinks they're the best, but this is not me to say, okay, I'm good as them now, but it doesn't matter. Like, everyone thinks they're the best, but I was no way even, I couldn't rap on it. Say, like, come on, man, these guys went on Core Blind Me remix and I annihilated me on it. And I didn't know, but it's only that my guy Puffy gave me the realest when I was even in the studio. You know, these guys went crazy, man. Like, these guys rap. I was like, what do you mean, man? I went hard. And like, I used to think I was so nice, you know, like 05, 04. And that's when you start letting money and stuff jar your head because you got P. I just felt so nice, but they obliterated me on this joint, you know. But it's like, this is when I realised how much I really loved music. Like, I really loved hip-hop. But it's like, that was it, getting the hard banging beats. And then seeing Sway in the studio and seeing Pretty Ugly Husband be created, and then hearing SAS on Radio 1 and hearing Cry, and then hearing Kano fucking Home Sweet Home and playing that album like, yo.
Great album.
Yo.
Great album.
Yo. Like, because, see what it is? I love grime, I love hip hop, but I loved garage, so I was a garage head. So like, it was either garage or hip hop. Grime is something that I kind of grew with and I grew to understand, because at the time, there was a time when rappers and grime artists didn't really respect each other. Most don't even know. I was kind of one of the first people to try and bridge the gap on A New Beginning. I done a tune with me, Getz, because I fuck with Getz all the way. The guy's talent is just ridiculous. He spanned man on that as well. He went so hard. When I remember they go with a bunch of backstabbers with daggers. Fam, he went mad. Me, him, SAS, and JME. And that was bridging the gap. That was 06.
And Jamie's pure grind.
Jamie went mad. Yeah. I'm so deep. When they come around, fam, he went mad. And then obviously Scorcher and Wretch, which was 06. Do you understand what I'm saying? And no one, like, it wasn't like the Wretch and Scorcher we know today. This was just us three ill spitters just going in the studio and coming out with something. Do you get what I'm saying? I think Wretch had, what's that? Oh man, that song that 279 used to bang, and it was so hard. And them times I used to be around SK Vibe, big up SK Vibe Maker a lot. Yeah, sure. And I was like, who is this guy, bro? And he was like, Wretch 32. He said, you need to hear Scorcher as well. And I said, yeah, please set up I want to do a joint with them. Let's go in. Do you understand? So I was one of the first people to try and bridge the thing between the grime and the hip hop. But Wretch always rapped and did grime as well, because he's just another genius. Like, that's the thing, we've got a lot of geniuses.